A visitor arrives in Durham. What impression of our city will he take away with him when he leaves? This film is our attempt to show the physical characteristics, the activities, and the new developments of the city. Naturally, he will be attracted to our most famous landmark, the cathedral, which surmounts the city. A walk along the river banks will be well rewarded with many fine views, not only of the cathedral, but the river and its environments. Prebend's Bridge has probably been crossed by everyone who lives in Durham and offers a fine view of the grey towers. A flash of sunshine on them tempts the onlooker to a closer inspection. On Assize Sunday, the High Court judges attend a service in the cathedral and help to perpetuate traditions long established, even if the horse-drawn coach has given way to the limousine. One wonders, however, whether the sanctuary knocker would deter the present-day Chief Constable. Continuing our walk along the banks, the peace and tranquility of the surroundings are emphasized by the scenes before us. This stretch of riverbank is a favourite lunchtime stroll for many people seeking surcease from the noise and bustle of modern living. Durham is a veritable wonderland for the young photographer. And he is never slow to capture views such as this. The new Baths Bridge has now become accepted as an elegant addition to the river scene. The canoeist's lazy style seems to set the tone of the sleepy aspect of the city. More activity, however, is just over the hedge, where many ends of the age-old game of bowls are enjoyed. A courting couple watch the English game of cricket, where one of Durham's famous sons, Mike Weston, relaxes between rugby seasons. Umbrellas in June in Durham can mean only one thing: regatta time. When crews from all parts converge on the city to put strenuous efforts into their rowing. Even the fair sex are keen to show their skill. Advice is willingly given by the older hands. Advice which is put into good practice by all competitors as the pace quickens and the tempo rises. Tiring work this, watching regattas. The university is well represented at these events. But between times, the students go almost unnoticed in the city, possibly because they are an integral part of city life. They do make themselves heard at least once a year when, in order to raise money for charity, they indulge in all kinds of weird stunts. For example, organising a trike race, which they enter into in all seriousness, fitting their machines with larger wheels, different gearing systems and other ingenious devices, including mechanics and pit stops. Crash helmets were really necessary. Another Ragweek stunt. Here the Kingsgate Bridge has been ignored as a group of students demonstrate their individual ways of crossing the river. In this weather, better them than us. This building, the old Shire Hall, former headquarters of the County Council, is now the administrative centre of the university. The County Council having moved to their new centre, the County Hall at Akeley Heads. Moving from one hive of industry to another, which is an old established part of the city. Here you can buy anything from apples to zinc ointments, and where friends meet for a chat, and where everyone is on the lookout for a bargain. Market Day, with its ever-changing scene of characters, situations and faces, is a gift for the cine worker. Are any of these faces familiar to you? The marketplace is used as a car park from Monday to Friday, and its congestion is typical of the traffic problems in the city's narrow streets. The numbers and quick turnaround of vehicles in the bus station helps to show how gradually the city is being choked with traffic. Silver Street is the scene of what can be described as the yo-yo traffic. First we go up. And then we go down. While at the bottom, more weight to go up, and so it goes on. There is one day, however, when all traffic in the city comes to a stop. This is the day when the city is invaded and everyone lets his hair down, when the miners and their families come for their rights. And now to see the bottom of a glass. The children are well catered for and they take advantage of it. And here the grown-ups listen doubtfully to the claims of the salesman. They've heard all this before. This little lad won't starve anyway. The hot dog stalls do a roaring trade. But some prefer hamburgers. Then comes the speeches when familiar voices say familiar things to more dubious customers. When I scream is for the young and the old. Here the big meeting becomes lots of little meetings where more speeches are made. Every year 3 bands are chosen to play at the service in the cathedral. This is the most inspiring part of the Miners Gala. The banners being held aloft and carried into the cathedral. The shrill cornets and mellow euphoniums blend in the giant nave of the church. And the sound fades across the river and the city. Durham, in order to retain its position as county town, is changing with the times, and familiar scenes are disappearing as new bridges and wider roads are created to give easy access to and from the city. The new development schemes are progressing in the hope that the city will become a better place through modern planning and design. New vistas have been opened up by the bulldozers, excavators and other massive modern machines. And new landmarks will appear in the future. Old buildings are becoming secondary to new structures. Even the river seems weary at these changes and the turbulent activity they are bringing to the city. The church towers have temporarily given way to steel towers, which typify the changes taking place. The old pleasures still remain, however. Only the backcloth is changing. While the face of the city takes on a new beauty, its life will remain the same. The old landmarks and traditions will still rise above and transcend the upheaval that is named progress.